think it started. And I can check really quick on YouTube. No. Oh, no, now it's going.
Oh, there we go.
All right, should be...
Nice. Time to add a post.
Hold on. I think you're double right now. So I'm going to actually get rid of that.
I only see one of me.
I had something... Oh, hold on. Never mind. We're good.
Where'd I go? What?
We're good. Yeah. I just had to do something so I could also see you.
Okay. There we go.
All right. It has begun.
Oh.
Is the link there? Or no.
It is. Fuck! I can't. I'm trying to get a picture where I'm looking at the camera.
just
take it. You open up. All right. Sure. Good enough. No, okay. This isn't supposed to be a post. Oh, whatever.
You just post it to your Instagram, like as a fucking post and not a story.
Yeah, fucking.
That's so fucking
whatever.
Funny.
We're live. Put on my story. Fucking. All right. Whoever joins. It's me. I'm the only one in. Let's go.
Nice. Pin chat. One viewer. All right.
Hey, do you know anyone who wants to join or who's planning on watching us?
I had a couple, but we shall see.
Yeah. Let's see if anyone joins. You know, I don't really need Oh, wait.
You need a what?
Never mind. I mean, I don't need the viewers to see the reaction to... Oh, fuck. 4 watching? Okay, yeah.
No, how are there 4 already?
Let's go! Okay, I'm gonna reveal my secret.
I'm so scared.
My plan. So, last time, with the Weezer list...
Yeah.
We had very different methodology.
Uh-huh.
You know, I felt a little underprepared. I think it worked though, in the end, because it's just Weezer. But this time,
oh god,
I took it seriously. Now, just how seriously, you might ask. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see exactly what I've done.
Oh god.
So this is the Excel spreadsheet.
Oh my! Wait, I can't even see it. Hold on.
It. Ranked numerically with album
averages. What the hell did I just do? What the fuck did I do? Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Don't you fucking soundboard me. And then here's my 5-page document showing it's every single song.
Oh my god! Aiden!
I don't want any spoilers, but...
Aiden!
I'm ready.
Holy shit. Alright, I made you way too big somehow.
Awesome.
I can't even... Fuck, what did I do? Why is it the whole screen now popped out of Discord? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This is what I get for trying to look at your fucking...
Damn, you went back to 1 viewers.
Pop out? Okay, cool.
The single viewer being me.
Okay, hold on.
Nobody has seen my live announcement post.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You have one person you were waiting to join?
Pretty much just Audrey, but she said she's free like sometime after 7:30.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
I
text her.
can't believe you made an entire spreadsheet.
It took a while.
Okay.
All right. So, who started last time?
I don't remember. But yeah, so we should be not the rules, but I guess the guidelines for this one, because I chose the artist that you get to get the final say.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I
And
get
then,
to put the yeah.
yeah. Was I gonna? We have 8 views already. Good lord. But
Thing.
I think I like listened to all the Radiohead albums before, and I didn't really care. But this time, like after fully digesting each one, I'm kind of in like, you know, they may be one of the best out there. So it was cool finally actually feeling like I got
Yeah.
into them.
Me too. I think.
I think you got 2 into them with that fucking spreadsheet.
No. Oh, I don't think on the stream my camera is not showing anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably because I had to. Okay, hold on.
But yeah, with that being said, with them being just one of the best to ever do it, should we talk about Pablo Honey?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'll wait for that.
I have to see what the hell happened. Okay, it should be window capture. Oh, there we go.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna reformat the size really quick. There we go. And then make it look nicer. There we go. Okay. Okay. Should be good now. Does it look good in the stream?
Yeah.
Muted? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
I forgot I hardware muted.
Alright, I guess I'll start because it was my idea. Oh
Yeah,
god,
and
I
I
have to
think
pull
I
up
did-
the fucking.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we rename any of the tier lists, or is this good?
For now, this is good. We'll
Okay.
wait for chat engagement.
I'll do oh god. Other.
Oh yeah, the Tom York tier.
Yeah. Why did it add 2 and got rid of D? Oh well. Tom York. Adams for Peace. That should be it, yeah? Okay, cool.
What's that? Oh, okay, there is. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That looks right.
Alright. Pablo Honey. This you know, they made a banger with Creep, and I think it let them do whatever they wanted to after that. So I guess I gotta appreciate, or at least respect, that they had one of the greatest songs ever, and then they were able to do whatever they wanted to. Because besides that one song, everything else on the album is pretty fucking goddamn forgettable. So.
Wow. You must not have listened to it.
I listened to it 3
3
times.
Okay,
I listened to
wait.
it 3 times.
Okay. Well. Yeah. No. I mean, you're right. I listened to it in entirety 3. I definitely came back to certain songs to be like, was this really good? After I'd like
Yeah.
finished their discography. And I can confirm they have some good songs on it. Compared to
I think I
anything
had
else
my
as an album,
ratings.
though.
So I gave Creep a 9, and
Same.
then Stop Whispering, Anyone Can Play Guitar, and Blowout I gave 7s, and then every single other song I gave a 6. So
Really? I thought you liked Blowout. I thought we
I mean,
agreed
I
it was
I enjoyed it, but it's still not that good. Like it's like it's all right.
all right. I thought it was the second best song on the album. I also like Stop Whispering. I gave it a 7. I gave what I can't. Okay, so for my spreadsheet, I took some liberties with the song titles.
Yeah.
So mainly on this one, I was respectful on most albums, but this one, I think I renamed "Anyone Can Play Guitar, Anyone Can Eat My Ass" because I think it's such a funny song. It's like a guilty pleasure to me. I enjoy it, but I think it's bad. Uh, I was more negative with some of the songs though. I
Yeah.
give "Thinking About You" a 1, "Recorded
Holy
Vegetable" a
shit.
3. I think "Thinking About You" is the worst Radiohead song.
Really?
Full stop. Yep.
Oh my god. Not
It's
a Polk Pull Revolving Door.
No, that one I hate, but I don't think it's like objectively bad. I
Dude,
think
I think it was the
it's
second or
challenging,
third time I
but
listened to
hate
that song. I'm like, I get it now. Like I was like moving, I was doing something. I think I was cleaning my room, and then it just I got in like a trance, and that song was playing. I was going through the motions.
it. Holy shit. Yeah. Overall, 5. 5 out of 10 album.
5 out of 10. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it might
I
be.
would probably put it up to a 6 because of just Creep alone. But
That's fair enough. I think as far as tiers go, I don't know. We only have to D. I think it's fair not to have anything in F. I don't think any
yeah,
his album is an F. I think we should start with D, and then
Okay.
maybe we can move it up. Let's go! Max is here.
yo, I haven't seen any of the comments yet. Actually,
You just said Weezer 3 times after spelling it wrong twice.
Weezef, Weezef.
Oh, good. Weezer head.
God damn it.
All right.
Is that it
Does
for
that mean I
Pablo?
get to- Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
is there anything else you want
You
to
can
add?
no. I mean, it's almost like I think overall it's not a bad album, but comparing it to literally every single other fucking Radiohead album, it sticks out like a sore like just because of what they did later was so much fucking better. It's like bad in comparison.
The fun thing I noticed is that Tom York used like "you" as a lyric so much. Like I think that's his writing crutch, was to write a song about you as a subject and just use it over and over again in the chorus. So like that's super like common on this album.
What?
You have to spare sands.
Okay. Who knocked on the door? Okay. All right. The Bends.
Yeah, I think I'll start with the Bends.
All right.
Massive improvement, kind of crazy.
Dude, they got
Like-
the creep money, you know? Like, what am I?
Yeah,
Can do whatever they want.
it sounds
What are you doing here?
great. It's has some all-time great tracks on it. It is still inconsistent.
Oh, yeah.
I think Sulk was the weak point on the album. Every
That's
other
what-
song I think was at least good or fine.
Oh, really? Sulk? I thought my least favorites were Bones and Bulletproof. I Wish I Was.
Both of those grew on me on later listens. Same with My Iron Lung, but I didn't like it as much in the end.
Dude, My Iron Lung.
Stop! We're gonna get fucking copyright strike. Yeah. Oh yeah. Top tracks. I think the Bends is really great, and then High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees, and Street Spirit are just like perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Of the
My
songs I-
favorite is
Oh, yeah.
Just, for sure.
I was gonna say, of the songs I hadn't heard, Just is my favorite.
Dude,
Like,
Just is like...
it's so good.
I think it's like one of my favorite Radioheads to like sing along to. Like it's just so fucking catchy.
And then I think Planet Talix was like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this album. Like when I
Oh
heard
yeah,
it,
it's like a great opener.
really good. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the highest I had on that one was Planet Telex and My Iron Lung.
Oh.
And then everything else was like a 7 or an 8, so.
Really? You're not a big High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees, or Street Spirit fan?
I put those as 8s, but Planet Telex and My Iron Lung and Just I put as 9s.
Okay. I had all those as 10s.
Oh wow.
Then,
I mean, I think I gave like 2 songs a 10, so.
Oh shit, okay. I gave...
Or 3? 3 songs.
Wow, I gave quite a few 10s, but
Yeah.
I think I had more overall variation, like...
I just basically had
4.
6 to 10 and nothing else.
Okay. I have the full range of 1 to 10. I had an 11.
Oh my
but I
God.
decided to bring it down. I was like, I think I can do less. Yeah. Iron Lung is goated. It's very fun. I just think it drags a little at the end. Yeah. Where are we feeling ranking wise?
I don't know. I feel like I'll go definitely an A. I definitely go A.
Definitely an A. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I think it could end up in B depending on how we feel about other albums, but
Yeah.
I think it is. I give it an 8 in the end, and I think bottom of A,
Okay.
is probably where I'd end up having it. So
this is finally where Radiohead starts to cook, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. You go ahead. This is your
Okay.
favorite, right?
I think. So I've been having some serious thoughts about Radiohead recently, and it's almost like I think listening to this album like again and fully getting into it, I think is what made me realize I think like Radiohead's like one of the greatest bands ever, and I think that OK Computer might be one of the best albums actually ever made. I think just for like what they were doing, and then everything that they came out with afterwards, like I started even thinking like it's almost like what Radiohead did for the music scene. It's almost like it's like comparable to like the Beatles with bringing in other genres. So I'm comparing Radiohead to the Beatles right now, but it's like I think if I had to say there was another band that was like them at all, I think it would have to be like if I had to say what would be the very next Beatles, if I had to absolutely choose a band, I'd probably choose this one because of like what they do with OK Computer and the rest of their career. That's my take.
I don't know if I think based on this album alone to make that claim is kind of crazy, but I do feel like with what they did for alternative music at least is comparable to what the Beatles did to pop music.
Yeah.
I think that's I don't think that's a bad comparison, to be honest. I don't know if it's to the same degree, but yeah.
Only time can tell, I guess.
Yeah, only time can tell. But OK Computer isn't my favorite album from there. I have to say.
That's respectable.
I do absolutely love it. It just has some minor weak points that bring it down.
Really? There is one song that I think is a weak point on the album.
Uh-oh.
And it's Electioneering. Only I still think it's a good song. I just think it sticks out compared to every other song on the album.
100%.
It doesn't fit it fully. It almost feels like it was a band's B-side.
Yeah, I think it would have ended up being my favorite song on the Bends and fit in well to the Bends, because I love it so much. But it feels, the sequencing
It's
in
so
the
out of
album is
place.
totally broken.
It's so out of place with Electioneering. I think that was the end of the first side though, but I'm not sure.
Fitter Happier is the interlude, so it's I think it's the start of the second half. Yeah, with the track list, it's the start of the second half. I think.
Fitter Happier is?
Electioneering. I think it's the first song on it. On the second half.
Yeah.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Fitter Happier is the first thing. thing on the second half, and then
Okay.
Electioneering's the first
Interesting.
song. So, yeah, I think the sequencing is weaker than some later albums, and then I think, honestly, I think Airbag is like one of their weakest openers.
What?
I don't like Airbag very much. I still gave it a 7. It's just like
Yeah.
the album gets way better. Especially like Paranoid Android coming right after. That was the song that I had at an 11.
Oh yeah, no, that's that. I have Paranoid Android at a 10.
Yeah.
That's such a fucking good song.
It like redefines what the band is capable of. Not to be fucking. What? Sorry, I just saw Max's comment.
I can't.
What
I'm
do
not
you
even seeing it.
mean?
Oh my god, they put the live stream on at the Frida right now.
Fuck yes! Let's go!
I just sent you a picture of it.
Yes, please. That's awesome.
Iron Lung is goated. Tom got $1 billion. Fitter Happier is the best radio song ever produced.
What do you mean?
No,
Max,
I know.
please-
So I remember how you told me that that one song was the quintessential Radiohead song,
Mm-mm.
and then I told Max what mine was, and then dead ass, he's like, "I'm being 100% serious. Fitter Happier is the quintessential Radiohead song."
Come on!
Dude, I was listening to it. I'm like, this would go
way.
so hard as like a TikTok audio on the depressing slideshows if they had Fitter Happier.
I do love it. I think it's an awesome track. It's just also like not really a song.
Yeah, it's like an interlude.
I didn't rate it. Like, I just gave it a because I don't feel that it should
Yeah.
ever detract from the album score. You know.
Don't you dare compare Peak to a ridiculous slideshow.
Whoops. Okay.
Okay. There's only one answer to this
Either-
one.
Yeah, it's an S. It's an S.
Yes.
I feel like we should talk about more of the tracks though. We spent
will.
more time on Pablo Honey's songs.
For me, I put Paranoid Android's a 10, and then Exit Music for a Film, Let Down, No Surprises, The Tourists were 9s,
Mhm.
and then everything else is an 8, except for Electioneering. I generally, it's like, I don't think there's like an actual bad song on the whole thing,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
every single song is super strong. Just Electioneering is just the one that kind of doesn't fit, even though it's still a good song.
Yeah.
Also, it might be his most like singable, like singing. I really like singing along to a bunch of
Yeah, it's so
music.
fun.
I think it's like the most, maybe the album where you can sing along the most to.
Yeah. I think I disagree on Letdown. I didn't like it as much. I
Dude,
put it at 8.5.
The chorus.
So,
Let down,
Yeah.
so good.
honestly, yeah, because this is only my third thing, I think I probably underrated Letdown and
Yeah.
overrated like Lucky and the Tourist. I don't like them very much. Like, I do.
Dude, I fucked
really
The
like
Tourist so
Lucky, but
hard.
then Lucky has the. Let me double check. I think I know the chorus for Lucky, but I'm just gonna make sure it's the right song that I'm thinking of. Because I remember like really liking it first, and then the more I listened, I was just like, it's a little. No, never mind. I'm thinking of a wrong song. I just didn't like that song that much. Never mind. But Climbing Up the Walls, No Surprises, Karma Police, Exit
Dude.
Music.
No Surprises might be like the best depressing like song ever made.
Yeah.
Or, like song about like suicide.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Fantastic.
It's so fucking dark too.
Yeah. Fucking. Why do I have it as SHA? What? Oh, Subterranean Homesick Alien. That's
Oh.
right. And then Paranoid Android. I had them all at 10s. I don't know if Subterranean Homesick Alien is a 10 in hindsight, but it's still like at least a 9.
Yeah.
I love the album. I agree with S.
It's,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it is the best. But it's funny, I actually tied it with another album technically with my rankings, but I think going over overall vibes, I'd still choose OK Computer.
That's valid. I like the concept of it a lot. Yeah, it set
So good.
a high bar
Yeah, I did.
for them to follow.
Yeah.
Also, Max, whoever fucking said that has horrible taste. Like,
Church
huh?
music. Like
What
the
church
stream.
music? What church are they going to? Like,
I want to go to that church. Actually, I probably wouldn't. That'd be so fucking sufferable.
Church of Tom York. The only thing I can think of is like, what is it? Which song is it that has like the kind of gospel-y like reverb refrain slash thing? Or
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. But that's one song, and it also is distorted in electronic. So
Yeah.
They're crazy. All right.
All right, next
Kid
one.
A, banger, great album.
Kid A,
Oh,
more
I
like
mean,
mid A.
sorry, OK Computer. Fuck
I'm
off.
kidding. It was too easy of a joke to make.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I meant to say OK Computer, great album. Time to move to Kid A, but Kid A. I don't even know how to talk about it. It kind of like blew me away.
Yeah.
In many ways. Because I'd never listened to it, so.
Oh, really?
I was shocked with how much I'd liked it. I tried listening before, and I was like, this is kind of slow and electronic. Because after I listened to OK Computer the first time, and I was like, I love this. I wanted to get more into Radiohead, so I went to this, and I was just like, this is different. I don't know, not what I'm looking for. So I didn't ever finish it, but then I kind of got stuck on it and listened over and over again.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just amazing. Yeah. Thoughts?
So my thoughts, I don't know what it is with the album. I think, again, it's really solid. There's like nothing on the album that's bad or it's like objectively worse than some of the other stuff. But like, for whatever reason, there's like no song on there that I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is amazing. Like there's not a single song that I'm actually like, whoa. I'm just kind of like, oh, it's good. Like the whole thing, like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. But I'm not like, yo, like this one song. There's nothing that like sticks out to me. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the national anthem?
I like that one, and that one's like almost. That one's like it's the bass riff is sick, but I think it's just where the song ends up going. I'm like, I feel like they could have done something else. Maybe I don't know.
Okay,
But that's actually probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite on that one.
It's my favorites. It's the only one I didn't give a 10 because I agree that the end falls off a teeny bit. But everything in its right place, I think, is a 10. I think how to disappear completely. I don't know how that doesn't stand out to you. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, thank you. Max says the same thing. Like,
see if I couldn't even tell you what like that song sounds like right now.
What?
Yeah.
Tom York has said that's the most beautiful song he's ever made. Like he's
like,
said,
well, I don't even know how it goes.
All right, your credentials are gone. What the fuck?
Well, I'll pull it up in a second. I'll remember it, but.
Ooh, that's a yikes from me. I also, Idiotex stood out to me, but I think because it's very influential.
Oh, it's like the song.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I cannot believe this. I'm just gonna move on. Idiotech, I think, is also a standout to me because I think it's really influential to a lot of like noisy kind of avant-garde groups. Like it sounds a lot like Juju ends up sounding, and I think they have some really great stuff that I love. I think it definitely was an influential song, and conceptually, I think it's kind of genius. And then I really love Morning Picture
First
soundtrack.
L take I've seen from you.
Yeah. And then I liked Morning Bell a lot when I first listened, and then Amnesiac made me like it less, but I still think it's good, even if it's been painted.
I think I gave everything an 8 except for Tree Fingers, In Limbo, and Motion Picture Soundtrack. I gave those 7s. So, still good, but I'm not like, I wasn't like, holy shit, Radiohead. What have you guys done now?
I'm very glad I get the final say on
You're
this
fucked.
album, because it is S and it is above OK Computer.
See, I think it could be there. I'm not so sure it should be above.
Okay,
but...
actually, no. It's so looking at my ratings.
Oh no.
They both round to 9.2. But
Yeah.
I bumped up Kid A for being a better concept album. For
a
having
better
tighter...
concept album?
Well, yes, it's more subtle, and the sequencing is so much better. It doesn't have anything that sticks out weirdly.
All right.
Every track
we'll put it up
flows into
there,
the next.
but I disagree.
Like, listening experiences, like
you're not gonna be bopping Kid A in the.
No, it's more niche.
Yeah.
It's more niche. So I think it's absolutely fair to tie them or have OK Computer above it. My personal ranking, and I think
you get the final
the
say.
album
So
quality ranking is it goes above, but I think they're both absolutely amazing. Yeah, I know.
Right.
Sorry.
Those we'll have them tied. That's the official ranking. Tied.
Yeah, but Kid A stays in front. Okay.
All right. Amnesiac.
Pop off with your fucking weird ass take.
This one, it's almost like I don't know what. I don't remember. I was telling you about it, but it was kind of like I really like how they use like empty sound and or empty space in the song. It's kind of like because they were made at like the same time, I think. But Kid A is just kind of like there's so much going on and like a bunch of the songs. And it's like all this like electronic elements, and you're just kind of like always like a beat or something going on, like kind of in your face. And then Amnesiac's kind of like the reverse of that, and just kind of like here are songs maybe less structured. Not something isn't always going on. It's almost kind of like when something does show up, it's almost like it can be appreciated more because it's like more rare, I guess. But for me, this one, I actually think I ranked them almost like the same, but I think I just liked Amnesiac more for the vibes. But You and Whose Army and then Pyramid Song, I like more than all the other songs in that album. I just think it's just like I don't know what it is, but I vibe with the album. I think Pyramid Song, I think that for me was the quintessential Radiohead song. It's kind of like introducing like different like song structure and like key or time signatures, kind of like that scene that maybe they haven't had as much in that, and kind of like not pushing, but like showing their audience like a different kind of style or type of music almost in that sense. It's not your typical 4/4.
Yeah, it's not your typical 4/4. I don't think it's quintessential, because quintessential to me like implies it really represents everything the band is about, and it's missing so much of what like makes Radiohead good, or some Radiohead songs good. But I do think like as far as songwriting, I think you're right. Like it's like peak Radiohead songwriting, and structure and everything. It's absolutely gorgeous. I also liked You and Whose Army. I didn't like it as much as like I might be wrong. The Ryan Johnson track. And Life in a Glass House. I thought all those songs were good to great. And then there's the rest of the album, which is
Hulk Paul Revolving Door.
ranges from, I think, a little bland to hard to listen to.
That's just one song. You just don't get it. You just don't get it.
No. Morning Bell Amnesiac, also very difficult to listen to.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Hunting Bears. Well, like it's a instant skip unless you're trying to listen to instrumental music. But like, why would you go to Radiohead to be listening to like one guitar play for a minute?
Because it's the empty space.
I mean, sure.
You just don't get it.
Sardines was fine. I think overall they realized that they could make a perfect album with Kid A, and then all the other stuff they'd recorded, they did their best to put together and sequence well, and it came out fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that take.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what actually happened, but I would be really surprised if that.
Well, now there's Kid Amnesiac, so where they have all the extra things. So.
And maybe I'll listen to it one day when
I listened to everything. That was a trip. And I listened to the studio albums 3 times, but then I listened to every single other thing at least once, including the singles.
Oh, I didn't limit myself. I listened as many times as I could stand. So
oh,
I listened
really?
to K, or okay, not as I could stand, but like until
like
I felt I had
wanted.
a grasp of the album, a full grasp. So the Bends I listened to a lot. OK Computer I listened to once because I've heard it many times before. Kid A I listened to, I listened to a couple songs on OK Computer more than once though. And then Kid A I listened like 7 times.
Dear God.
At least. Because I kept coming back to it and one other album. Just being like, wow, this still is really good. Amnesiac, I don't know. I lost count. It hurt. I wasn't enjoying myself. I started getting upset at the Radiohead. Let me take a look at my notes. I haven't been checking that. I've just been looking at the spreadsheet. I'll just share these with you, actually. So, no, actually, I'll share after so that you can look.
Sounds good.
Some of my notes are pretty funny. Yeah, my notes actually on Amnesiac are kind of positive overall. I think my first
maybe you should reevaluate.
My first listen, I think the novelty of it kind of hit.
No,
but I've listened enough times now where I'm like, I can't do it.
You should listen to Tom York's solo. All 3 of them sound like they're obviously different, but they're all like the same vibe. All 3 of them. Include Atoms for Peace is another one that's like the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's most reminiscent of King of Limbs.
Oh.
Yeah. So I would definitely do low A for Amnesiac, but I think you hate on it too much, so
okay.
I gotta say B.
I'm fine with B. Okay. Sure. I don't know where
High
I would end up putting it.
High B for me.
That's probably. It's fine. I understand the A opinion. I think it's just like if you look at what else is going to end up in there, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to rank. Because all their albums are like clustered at the top.
Oh
but
yeah.
At the same time, they're not
except Pablo Honey.
Equal. So except Pablo Honey. Yeah.
I think what I had basically my original one, I had like 3 in S, and then everything else was an A except for Pablo Honey.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I also have 3 in S, and it's probably the same 3. So.
No.
Okay.
It's not, because I didn't put Kid A in S. I didn't put Kid A in S.
Oh, you had Amnesiac in S then, or?
Oh. Well, we'll get to it.
Never mind. Okay. Hail to the Thief. it clicked after I read the Wikipedia page. I'm not.
What's on the Wikipedia page?
The way they recorded it, they recorded the whole thing in like 2 weeks.
Holy shit!
And it's all like a lot
Holy
of it is
shit!
improvised.
That's
Yeah,
like one a
right?
day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. There's like 2 weeks, or I'll look it up again. I don't want to be lying. But it slaps. It's perfect. I think it's the best Radiohead album to just throw on. Like, it's not hard to listen to.
I can see that.
Yeah. And there also aren't that many songs that are like, you have to listen to this. It's so fucking good. Audrey
What?
doesn't like it. Audrey doesn't like Idiotex.
Valid.
So she's being mean. No. Being a hater. Let me double check how long they took. You can talk about it while I'm looking, because that's pretty much my opinion. It's just that it slaps, it's fun to listen to, but it's not like amazing or anything.
Yeah. Hail to the Thief. I think it's almost the same thing with Kid A. I think a lot of it's still like pretty good, but not much sticks out. And then some stuff is a little worse than Kid A for me. There's one song I think that stuck out for me, and that was 2 + 2 = 5. That's my favorite on the whole album. And then everything else basically got 8s, some 7s, and then some 6s. I think the Gloaming, I remember thinking, like, this is my least favorite post-Pablo Honey song.
I gave it a 4, yeah. And We Suck Youngblood at a 5.
We Suck Youngblood was the other 6 I had.
Yeah. Go to Sleep, I gave like a 5.5. Those 3 are low points. So actually, I think if you're just throwing it on, you should skip those. But
it's also I think it would have been better if they condensed the album a little bit.
Yeah. Also, I was not wrong. It was almost all in 2 weeks. Yeah. So.
That's crazy.
Kind of crazy. Scatterbrain. I give it a 7. I like it. I'd
Fucking
have to rate
Scatterbrain. The Car Seat Headrest cover. Car Seat Headrest actually covered a shit ton of Radiohead songs. He did Pyramid Song, he did Scatterbrain, they did Paranoid Android, and they did I think he did Karma Police and some other one. But he's done a lot. It's like that and Leonard Cohen are his most covered.
I also watched a short video on To the Moon, and by short I mean it was like 20 minutes long, and it was all explaining just how complicated the time signature is on it, and I'm like,
God,
we're a bunch of nerds. Because it's like it's not even that great a song. It's like,
what song?
Good. To the Moon, or Sail to the Moon. Sorry.
Oh,
I
like that song.
Yeah, I like it too. In fact, I think it's better than a 7. I don't know why I have it at that. I think I came back to it later. I think Myxomatosis is such a weird. Is that it? Or
yeah, Myxomatosis.
Yeah, that's such a weird ass fucking song. But
yeah,
I
like it. The bass line is like.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 + 2 = 5 and A Wolf at the Door were the big standouts for me, though.
Yeah, 2 + 2 = 5. That was my favorite for sure. It's like
4?
the ending part. It's just like that's just like such a fucking, in my opinion, it's such like a great fucking Radiohead opener. Just like that fucking burst of energy, and
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it's yeah. In the end, I think I had an average rating of 6.928571429. That's what my spreadsheet says. I rounded it to 7, and I think
Nice.
that's like correct. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think it goes in B.
Okay.
And I rounded my Amnesiac score down, but that might be a little harsh. It has better highlights. I'm fine putting it behind Amnesiac because I know you really like Amnesiac.
Yeah, that's that. Again, I think it was Amnesiac above Hail. I mean, actually, I made like my own impromptu one earlier. Yeah. So Right now, it's basically the same except for the Kid A placement.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. You're up
The
for
next one, In Rainbows.
In Rainbows.
So I think I realized this during the stream, but it almost feels like In Rainbow is like the perfect mix of OK Computer and Kid A. It's like they took like the best elements from both and combined them, and it's
100%.
like it's so fucking good. Because almost there were some of the aspects I didn't like for Kid A, and it's almost like they took some of the more electronic stuff and then just straight up fucking perfected it.
Yeah, I wrote a mini review. I put like, it has amazing like re-listenability. It really rewards re-listening because the song structure is not like it's non whatever it is. Fucking, I don't know. I can't remember. It's not the traditional like pop or rock song like song structure. Every song is just like
every song they do something. You're like, I can't believe they just did that.
Yeah. So traditional, that was the word I was looking for. Jesus Christ. It's non-traditional song structures. There's a lot of like really subtle things. The track list is tight. It's shorter than a lot of their other albums. I think Tom York's vocals are also the best on it of any. I think he has some really standout like singing. And then, yeah, I said, I don't feel like they're experimenting anymore. They're just utilizing all the tools and skills that they've built over the years with like a perfect decade capstone. And
it still feels though like it's new too, though. You know, it's like even though it was like the mix, it was like it's still like it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
it's crazy to see that they made that like another 10 years after fucking OK Computer. Like, yeah, they still got it.
I have no songs below an 8.5. The only song that I have at 8.5 is House of Cards. Everything else is a 10 or a 9, and then 15 Step it gave a 9.5. I don't remember why. I think it's probably a 10.
I think my least favorite was Videotape, and I gave that a 7.
Wow.
And then every Weird Fishes is a 10. All I Need, Body Snatchers, Floss Arbor 9s, and then the rest are 8. I actually think I would probably bump up Body Snatchers to a 10. I don't know why I've been having such a fucking kick on that song, and it's like I want to cover it. Like it's so fucking good.
I think you're underrating some songs, to be honest.
Probably, but I don't know. It's almost like there are some songs I just wish they were a little bit higher energy or like higher like vocal parts and like make it a little bit more exciting. That would have skyrocketed for me, but then again, remember OK Computer, I only gave that one 110 as well, so
yeah,
I think I gave them both the same rating. If they both got like an 84.
Yeah,
mine's like not actually an 84 though. It would probably be like, I think I would have to take everything and then bump it by like 20, so it's like they got like both got like 104.
Okay. I like every song so much. I love most songs. Yeah. I got to mention, since we're bringing it up, I think, what did I say? Yeah, Weird Fishes Arpeggii is, to me, the quintessential Radiohead song.
I thought you said it was Jigsaw Falling Into Place.
Did I? Oh, I did. You're right. They both are. Okay, I was like, no, it's one of the other ones, but I'm looking at the like list in my spreadsheet, and I'm like, I don't see the other one, so it must have been Weird Fishes. No, Weird Fishes is my favorite. That's right. Jigsaw Falling Into Place is like the quintessential one.
I've listened to Weird Fishes too many times now. I made a cover a while ago, and then with the fucking Ice Spice remix, oh my god.
What?
You haven't heard the Ice Spice Weird Fishes?
I don't want to hear it.
Holy, it goes so hard.
Oh, it does.
I'll send it later.
No way it does.
Dude, there's actually like 3 separate fucking Radiohead like rap remixes that I like. There's that one.
You like?
Yes,
Not
dude.
even that exist? Oh my god.
Yeah, no. Then there's one with fucking everything in its right place, and it's fucking Kendrick Lamar. It goes so hard.
That one I feel like might work.
And then there's another one where it's No Surprises and DaBaby.
Nope. No,
It's
absolutely
so
not.
fucking funny.
Absolutely not. That's disrespectful. Jesus.
It's so good.
Yeah,
So
this is
fucking
my
good.
this is my top. By a landslide. I don't know. Top of S.
Top? Okay.
Top of S. Yeah.
I'm down for putting it there. I would still, for me, I would tie it with OK Computer. So
Valid. The one thing that like OK Computer has over it is that it's a concept album, I guess.
Mhm.
But like not everything needs to be a concept album.
yeah, I don't think I still think for me, OK Computer, I can sing along to it more than In Rainbows.
Max, are you saying that we should add the rap remixes to the tier list?
God. All right. Are we off of In Rainbows? Are we off of Peak?
I think so. I think we're off of Peak. This is definitely the run.
Just the Ice Spice one.
Yeah, I feel like I could just talk about every In Rainbow song for too long. It's just too good.
It's so fucking good. The perfect like next step that they needed, you know.
Yeah.
All right, King of Limbs.
You have Limbs time. This
Your turn.
This album fucking shocked me. I was like, with all of the like build up, everything I've heard, like all the rankings that I've seen, or people talking about Radiohead and like how it's awful, how it's weird, and I'm just like, I was not expecting a nature themed electronic album. That's just not. I thought it would be like kind of heavy and experimental, and like it is experimental in its own way, but not in like a I can't believe they did that way, in a this sounds kind of bad kind of way. Like, because they tried to make their own sampling software and put all the samples together themselves, even though none of them had like a background in programming, and they said that it was like a hellish awful experience. And the nature theme is so out of fucking nowhere.
I didn't even know it was nature theme, but I guess looking at the song names definitely makes sense.
Yeah, and the King of Limbs is rhythm. That's what the title is. It's not like a super like freaky horror monstrosity called the King of Limbs. It's like, oh, rhythm is the King of Limbs because it makes you dance. That's the concept they were going for.
Oh my god.
That's why it's like all beats. So it's just baffling. I don't know.
Did you hear about, I guess that they did like an in the basement recording of the album, and there's some extra songs, and everybody said it's like it's way better, and it's like the best way to listen to the album is the live version.
I should listen. I do plan on listening, but I didn't feel like it because we weren't including it in the list. I didn't want to spend time there.
Yeah.
All that being said, honestly, I liked it. It was like I thought it was good for what it is.
Yeah.
There were a little bit of like there was some choppiness on some of the tracks where I think like the actual production wasn't that smooth.
Mm-hmm.
But they still had some great ideas that they executed pretty well on some stuff, and I think it's a cool album.
Yeah.
Honestly, not everything was like a 7 about for me. There were like there were 3 or 4 tracks that I liked a little more, and then I think the highlight was Morning Mr. Magpie, but I don't remember what any song on this sounds like, to be honest. I only listened a couple times. Like, I don't. Yeah, I'll come back to it later when I listen to the other to the In the Basement.
So,
Yeah,
for me,
thoughts?
I think "Give Up the Ghost" is one of my favorite Radiohead songs. He does like this little like, it's like this like beat kind of, and then he always has like, I forget what he says, but he has like there's these background vocals that could just kind of like go through the entire song. And I'm just like, this is so. It's like, don't hurt me, and like it just echoes through the whole song. I think it's just like a really cool vibe. So that was my favorite on the album, and then I think Bloom and Separator I gave 8s. Feral I gave a 6, and then everything else was a 7. So I think again it's more like,
That's funny.
it's like I think it was shorter, so it didn't. It's not as good or fully developed, I think, as some of the other albums, and I only had one stick out song, and I think it's just like, yeah, like pretty good. 2 stick outs, one of them being a little bit worse, and the other one being a bit better. But yeah, it's just like, I don't think it's terrible by any means. I think it's just kind of like, yeah, it's probably like the worst Radiohead song post Pablo Honey, but it's also like, I still don't think it's bad. I still like it.
I really liked Give Up the Ghost as well. I will say I actually kind of love Feral.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember it.
I don't
I
know.
just
Like,
know that I have a 6 on it.
It's really chaotic and weird,
That's maybe why I give it a 6.
but also like it reminds me of like Machine Girl a little bit. And I was like, that's kind of awesome that they did this in 2011. So
Yeah.
on their own fucking software. So yeah, I actually didn't really like Bloom that much. I think that was my least favorite song in the album.
Damn.
And then
Skill
Lotus
issue.
Flower, every time
Lotus
I
Flower.
listen, it's either like a 6 or an 8. I don't know. Like I'm either just
Not-
like
never-
eh, or I'm like,
never
oh,
a
this is
7.
pretty good.
Never a 7.
Never
6
a
or
7.
8.
Nope. It's too different. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I couldn't really settle on that. So I think in the end, the album was like 7.5. I
Alright.
applaud it for the effort. A for effort. Maybe not A tier, but A for effort.
We doing B?
I think that's fair because on my list it's like pretty much tied with Hail to the Thief.
Alright.
But just because, but it's not as good a listening experience. Like
Yeah.
even if the album is tighter, like it's so short and weird that I think B is fully
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Low B.
Yeah.
King of Limbs.
Yeah.
I still think. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, we can still talk
Moon.
about King of Limbs though.
I don't think I had anything else to say. It's probably overhated. I'll say that.
100% agree.
It's like, take all your hate for King of Limbs and just go to Pablo Honey or any of Tom York's solo albums. But I think that's another thing though. Like King of Limbs, like it definitely sounds a lot like the other solo albums, and Anima's probably the best. Like out of these 5, and people might be comparing it in that, but I mean just in terms of like Radiohead and just that whole thing, like I still think it's pretty good, solid.
I understand the hate. I don't agree with it, but I think
Yeah.
the reason is just because it's so different, and so like Radiohead's like fan base is not the kind of people who would really, in general, I think enjoy that album or an album
Yeah.
like it. So I think, especially at the time, it's like, oh, new Radiohead album, 4 years after In Rainbows. This is
Yeah,
gonna
that,
be
I would have been
and
so
then you
fucking
listen to King of
disappointed.
Limbs
I would have
and
been
you're
so
like,
disappointed.
I'm furious. Yeah.
Well, yeah, after fucking In Rainbows, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
It probably
I
would
get
have
it.
fared better if it was in between Amnesiac and Hill of the Thief.
True.
All right,
All right.
the last Radiohead album,
Yeah.
A Moon-Shaped Pool.
Yeah.
I think that this one,
Oh.
it's almost like I think all of its some stuff, only one song fully sticks out to me, but on top of that, I just think that every single song is crafted really well. Everything flows way better. Some stuff does stick out. It's not top peak for me, but it's almost like there's not a single bad song, and everything I think is really, really well made. My favorite was the fucking Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Sailor, Rich Man, Poor Man, Beggar Man, Thief song.
Wait, what
This
about
one,
that song?
that was my favorite on the whole album.
Okay.
Everything else has an 8, except for Dex Dark and Desert Island Disc, which I gave 7s. But I think it's, if anything, it might be like their most consistently good album, where everything's just kind of like the same, like in terms of like greatness. Nothing fully sticks out, and I think all of it's just really, really great, and it's an incredibly solid album, and it really feels like, you know, that might be the last Radiohead album. They kind of had this like really full, it was like the next step I feel like Radiohead needed to take, and I think I'd be completely fine with that being their send-off album too.
That was kind of my initial impression. Yeah, it was just like, wow, this album, like, I don't really know how to say anything positive or negative, or like, and it was hard for anything to really stand out. The first listen, minus Dex Dark. On the first listen, Dex Dark I really loved. But everything else I was just kind of like, damn, that album kind of flew by, and it was really like well produced and solid, but there like wasn't really a standout. So I took a break, because I think I'd just been listening to too much Radiohead at that point. So,
Yeah.
And then I came back to it like a month later and really listened a couple times, and some of the songs stood out more, and then others I was like less on. But I kind of had the same conclusion, which is just like, wow, this is really well produced and very solid. And yeah, I agree, it would be a really great send-off album. And I also think True Love Waits is kind of devastating.
Oh yeah.
Of a song. It's
Did
really
you know
sad.
about it?
No.
They had like made that song in like the 90s or the early 2000s, and they played it at a bunch of shows, but they said they would always try to record it, and it never came out right. So they always kept pushing it back and always made a bunch. They said something like True Love Waits, like the version they ended up using was like the 98th time they had tried to make it or something.
Damn.
Like, it's crazy. So it finally got put onto an album, which also, and it being the very, very last song, it's almost kind of like, that just adds to like maybe that was the last of Radiohead, and they finally put out that one song they've had out for like 15 years.
I don't think it is the final Radiohead album. I think they'll come back eventually.
Maybe.
But I'll talk more about that later with the smile.
So where are we going for a moon-shaped pool?
I don't know. I kind of want to talk about the track list more.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah,
I forgot that I just kind of talked all the time. But...
No, you're good.
I've been having a little drink, but that's okay.
Nice. I think the two standouts for me were Dex Dark and Glass Eyes.
Okay.
Tinker, Tailor, was it Soldier, Sailor, Rich Man,
Poor Man, Beggar Man, Thief.
Yeah. Oh, Beggar Man, Thief. I forgot that in the whole fucking acronym I have. I understand the appeal, because that was one of the songs that I had heard hyped up going into it. But it didn't click for me. I don't know. Have you heard the 90s band version of True? I have not. I would love to, though. True Love Waits I also really loved, but I loved lyrically, and I thought it was nice as like the sound was nice, but it wasn't like amazing or anything.
I feel that too. It was just like it's good, it's cool, very, very emotional.
Yeah. Glass Eyes was the one that was like really emotional, and also really impressed me. I think Bird in the Wake is also one of their best.
Oh, that one, I fucking love that.
It's
like they just the album, they fucking put strings on like most of it. You know, like they added, it's like so fucking produced and orchestrated, so fun.
It's so good. Yeah, I have it as second. No, third highest rated of all the openers. So very, very good. As far as ranking goes, I would say A tier, but I definitely think it's significantly better than the Bends.
So do I. So I'm down to put it at the end of S.
Honestly, me too. Sure, yeah.
That was my third album that was in S. It was Mood Shaped Pool above Kid A.
Yeah. It's high quality enough that like I don't think it would be fair to say it's worse, you know, like that it doesn't deserve the same tier.
I think it'll be a couple more years.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know. So I was absolutely amazed, like going through every single like Radiohead album and just seeing what they did next and everything that fucking went along with it. I was just kind of like, this is crazy.
It's also very sad.
Oh yeah.
It's so sad. But I didn't expect it to be. I know I'd heard it was really sad, and then after the first 4 tracks, I was like, "This isn't sad at all," and then I just got punched in the fucking gut.
Jesus.
All right, are we ready for the smile?
I
didn't include this on the list. This is a Weezer style ranking.
Weezer style ranking. Yeah, I mean, originally we were just gonna do Radiohead, but I loved this album so fucking much. I was almost like, I want to be able to talk about it, and I just generally I'm like, I want you to listen to this album because I just think it's so fucking. It almost feels like a complete fresh like new start for Radiohead, like or Tom York and Johnny Greenwood. Like it's so much Radiohead, but it's like it feels so different and new, and it's just really great to see them like being inspired and wanting to make more and doing more stuff, and feels like new beginnings. Like I don't see them like stopping anytime soon with the Smile, and seeing how they just put out that new single. I think they have another album on the way.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. That's it.
That's it? You gotta. How many times did you listen to it?
Like 3, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll look up the album. I don't know. I was just kind of like,
Dude, the polyrhythms go crazy.
Spotify keeps fucking removing my likes. Let's see. Okay, I really liked the Smoke, Speech Bubbles, Thin Thing. We Don't Know What Tomorrow Brings, I think is what it's called. Skirting on the Surface. Those are the ones that I had in my liked songs, apparently, according to Spotify.
A Hair Dryer is my favorite.
I'll have to, let me play it by myself. Oh, yeah. I think I was playing, like, games while listening.
I would listen again.
There were a couple tracks where I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" That was definitely one of them. Yeah. It was really fun. It didn't feel as like depthful as the S tier ones.
I feel that
in Radiohead, it was kind of like, and I think that's
the new band.
Yeah, it's a new band, and there's only 3 of them, so it's a little more stripped back, but for what it is, I think it's amazing.
They have some really good fucking KXP recordings. That's how I first listened to them, because I didn't listen to the album, I listened to KXP live sessions, and those were so fucking good. I'm like, I gotta check this out. They also did I think NPR show as well.
Do you know if it was a Tiny Desk concert?
Yeah. It was Tiny Desk.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where would you put it, though?
I would put it in A, to be honest.
Above or below the Bends?
I think below the Bends.
Okay. That's funny. You had hyped me up on it enough that I was like, I think it deserves above the bends, but in my original, yeah, I had it in A below the bends, and I think that's probably more accurate.
Because there's not, again, I go a lot by singability. I think there's more stuff that I'm going to be coming back to on the bends more than I'm coming back to on.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, a light for attracting attention. That's what we should be calling it, because that's the fucking album name. But we just call it The Smile. So that's all they have out.
It's their self-titled debut, just like every other band. What do you mean?
Yes.
It's the Blue Albums.
Did somebody say that? Or did you just say that?
Oh, I just said that because it's blue. The cover's kind of blue.
God damn it. Yeah.
It has the title, or it has the band name, and it's kind of blue. Therefore, it will be known as the Blue Album.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid fucking tier list. My only thing would be moving Kid A, but besides that, I think this is really representative.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Have we determined what group we're doing next?
It's technically your turn to choose exactly, so it's up to you.
Oh shit!
If you want to let the audience,
I want to
let the audience know what we want to do next.
Couple things. Open it up to comments and questions on the tier list, and then also suggestions for the next video, the next stream.
Why are you opening
Do Weezer again? Fuck off.
Who said do Weezer again? Oh my god, Mac. Jesus Christ, Matt, what did you do? You just spill an entire fucking 24 pack on the ground?
This is 12.
Okay. Alright, continue.
Continue what?
You were saying something.
Oh, yeah. Was I, though?
You were talking about
I was
gonna
say... Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably, like, a similar band to Weezer that has like an incredibly mixed album. Like
what?
I don't know who that would be.
What do you mean
though.
a similar band to Weezer?
Not like in genre. I mean that they're also kind of like they have great albums and then they have really bad albums. Like
I don't know if I want to do another
like
Weezer
fucking
type.
Green Day. You want to listen to all of them?
No, I don't want to listen to all of Green Day. I do not want to do a Green Day.
Yes.
No.
Please.
I'm not listening. You guys don't exist.
No, I'll watch the. I'll join in. I'll watch the whole thing if you do Green Day.
What?
I want to hear.
I'll watch the whole thing if you do Green Day. I didn't watch this whole thing, but I will later.
The Green Day one. I don't think I have it in me because I don't really like Green Day as is.
No, because you will. Remember when you went to the concert?
I did go to the concert.
And you started liking.
Try to shoot Fall Boy.
I'm not doing fucking Fall Out Boy.
Audrey, don't plus one do Weezer again. Don't you dare. Give
Alright, I don't know, Aiden. Up to you.
Okay, do your friends have it? Coldplay. Okay, that's kind of a good one. Do your friends have any actual suggestions?
What were our? So we also had. We said we maybe do Mitski or car seat.
We're thinking about Mitski and car seat headrest. I think if we did Mitski, Audrey would want to possibly co-stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
All right, you could do that. And then if we do car seat headrest, it's gonna be in about a year when I get through every goddamn album. The Smiths. Oh, that's right. We had
the Smiths.
It's just that there's only like 4 albums, and one is like a compilation. So, if we did the Smiths, we would do a double feature where we did the Smiths plus another band. But that's literally like
Neutral Milk Hotel.
We can do a Neutral Milk Hotel right now. Pull up a tier list.
Up to you, Aiden.
It's up to me.
Yeah.
All the way. That's too much power.
Well, I can approve it or disapprove.
Okay. Oh shit, The Strokes is actually a good one. The Strokes with the I
think all the middle albums with the Strokes are kind of mid.
That's perfect. Because I probably disagree. Mitski, please.
Mitski,
All right. We can do both. We can do a
Dear
special
God,
Audrey
a double feature.
hosted. Well, not at the same time.
Oh,
The reason we didn't want to do the Strokes, because after Weezer, I think that was something that we talked about, but it's not incel enough. Yeah, exactly.
you know, the Weezer, we were testing things out. We never knew if we'd make this a. I was like, what? You just said you were listening through all of them, and then I was like, I should fucking do that too.
And then I was like, let's stream it. Let's rank it. And then you just sent me your fucking ranking.
What?
It's like,
Is the stream over?
What?
Is the stream over?
My dad
No.
is definitely
Oh.
Not yet.
Stream over.
Dude, what are we doing next?
I'm gonna look up how many albums Mitski has. It's not.
I think there's
not
6.
1, 2,
I should pack it and stuff.
Yeah, there's 6.
4, 6. All right. Let's do Mitski, and then, yeah, Audrey co-stream,
All right.
and then after that, we'll reconvene. Maybe do the Strokes as well, because I do like that idea. That one would
We
be
can,
pretty easy, I think, because
Yeah.
I've already listened
be
to
like
a lot of.
2 near the top, and then everything else below. Maybe 3 near the top.
I have, I think, a higher opinion of the Strokes than you
Maybe.
have.
I think Is This It's one of the best albums ever, and then I don't think they made
Wow.
anything else that even comes close.
It even comes close?
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy, because I don't even think...
It's almost like I've tried listening to all of the Strokes discography, and then by the end I just get bored and I don't finish it.
Oh,
I've done
listened
it
to
like
all of it
4 or
multiple
5 times. I've tried, and
listened
I don't think
to-
I've finished.
Actually, I've only listened all the way through Come Down Machine once. I think it's definitely their worst album. But I've listened to every other album multiple times, and I've also listened to The
The
Voids.
Voids.
Yeah, multiple times. So I think that'd be fun. Hit Smith and I'll
We'll figure
cry.
it out.
Oh, that would be another. That would be. A
I
good
haven't
one.
gone through Elliott Smith.
Wait, actually, okay,
No.
okay. Then we can't do an Elliott Smith Mitski double feature. That would kill me.
How many
actually.
albums does he have?
That's a. Audrey, are you including the compilation, the
There's 6 studio albums,
studio? Okay.
same as Mitski.
And then there's also Audrey. Would you rather be co-stream on Mitski, or I pick Elliott Smith for John? They get the final say on the tier list.
Do, do, do,
Yes.
Oh, we haven't done an Alex G tier list, but I have a Spotify playlist where I technically ranked every single song.
How many unreleased or like non on Spotify albums does he have?
Too many. There's almost just like there's probably like 5 comps, like 5 or 6 fan compilation albums of all his unreleased shit.
There was a really nice one. There's like an account called
Alex G
Alex
Archive.
G. No, it was Alex G Online. It was on
You
Spotify.
both would develop MDD if you did an Elliott Smith Mitski double feature.
Yeah.
All right, Aiden. Final say on what's next.
I asked Audrey, and she didn't. She doesn't respond. Do you be down for either? These are too many good suggestions. Fuck.
Phoebe Bridgers has 2 fucking albums max. Okay.
co-hosting does sound very fun. All right. Yeah. Let's do Mitski.
Okay.
Fun special event. I've been
Mitski.
meaning to listen to the discography anyway, because I've only listened to one album.
I'm saying I listened to all the albums leading up to the new one, and then I just didn't fucking listen to the new one.
Okay. It doesn't make sense actually to do for the format where it's my pick to do an artist that I don't know very well. I will actually say that. So I'm switching it up, and I think we should do Elliott Smith because I know Elliott Smith better.
Okay.
And then after that, if you want, we can do Mitski.
I'm down.
Yeah. Or we can do them like simultaneously, do a separate. We just listen back to back. Oh, Audrey's calling me.
Well, we'll figure it out. Why is Audrey calling?
I keep commenting, but for some reason it's not posting until way later, so you guys think they're not paying attention probably, because I am.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, my comments keep getting like, I'm honestly done for either. It'd be fun as fuck to co-host Mitski stream, but also no rush, so if you guys want to do something more than not, then just do that first and we can do Mitski later.
Oh, Aiden's muted. I just saw him mouth the words, yeah, sorry. So hey stream, how's it going? How's it hanging? So we got Five Nights at Freddy's,
Okay,
the DLC coming out soon. So that might be a stream.
All right, we've schemed our plan, and I think you and I should do Elliott Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Mitski will be a later date.
All right.
Awesome.
Elliott Smith, next episode.
It's perfect and very sad. And I think we should include the compilation actually,
Okay.
which is what is it called? It's something Moon, I think. Yeah, New Moon. It's
Okay. Yeah, this looks like
a-
all the regular tier lists include that one too, so we can just use one of those.
perfect.
All right. 7.
And I will. Whoa!
What?
Huge thunder outside.
Uh-oh.
So loud.
Uh-oh. Didn't pick up the play. Must not be that one.
Yeah. Well.
All right. I have festivities to attend to.
Have fun.
So, all right.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I can't
Thanks for
believe we
coming.
made it on the fucking Farida. I need to know who was watching that.
It was my
No?
manager. He put it on.
Were there other people there, or was it just
Yes.
him for fun?
There was no. There was no audio though. It was just
What?
playing in the background.
Oh, okay. Well, they'll just get no context final ranking. All right.
Yeah.
We should have had closed captions. Fuck. All right.
See you guys next time on incelcore.
Bye.
Tune in. Goodbye.